it's your lovely Abbie Dagrin, and welcome back to my YouTube channel. Today I'll be continuing the series on my channel that deals with natal charts, and today I'll be doing a natal chart analysis / reading on Kanye West. I will be speaking on his natal chart. I will be speaking on his characteristic traits, his personality traits, and also how a lot of the placements that he has led to his success. So please stay tuned for the rest of my video, lovelies. If you have not yet become a part of the Abbie Dagrin family, then this is your calling to do so. Please hit that subscribe button and that notification bell so you know when I upload videos on the daily. Also hit that like button because I know you guys will love this video. Also, please share this video with all your friends, your family members, your enemies, anyone in general who you know who's a big Kanye West fan, or someone who appreciates natal chart readings. Also, if you have not yet purchased from my Etsy store called Gael Beauty, then this is your calling to do so. You can purchase the body butter, the body spray, and the body soap, which contains rooibos in it, which is great for your skin. All of these products are natural and they will not clog your skin as well. So if you have not yet, the link is down below and you can purchase from my Etsy shop, lovelies. Now let's get right into the video. Kanye West was born on June 8, 1977, and this qualifies him to be a Gemini. With this placement, he's very bright, energetic, and sometimes he has a great sense of humor, and these are the characteristic traits of someone with a Gemini in the Sun section. At times, they can be chameleons because since they're a mutable sign, their personalities do change, and they're also able to adapt to situations. Sometimes he may have a short attention span, which may lead to him not really paying attention to things, especially if the thing no longer serves him, then he's not really going to pay attention to it. And as we look at Kanye's history, we'll be able to see that he does change from subject to subject and from thing to thing. So he does represent Gemini as well. Next up is his moon in Pisces. With this placement, he tends to be very intuitive, a sensitive person, very social, sympathetic, and will never let anyone down in matter of the heart. So with this placement, Kanye West is supposed to have these attributes in himself. And this is actually one of the most interesting moons because it's in a water sign. So the person's going to tend to be very intuitive, very emotional, very understanding of people with this placement. And this placement of it being intuitive is due to it being a water sign, and you know water signs are very intuitive, and at times they can be in the present and engulfed in their present emotions to the point that they may not be able to think of what they're doing, and instead of leading logically, they can lead emotionally. Next up is his Mercury in Taurus. With this placement, he tends to take his time in making decisions, taking everything into account, every fact, every detail, and every consequence. At times, he may be patient. He's very understanding at times. He may give practical and down-to-earth advice, and this is due to him having a Taurus or an earth sign in Mercury. He has a reflective mind. He is dependable. He's calming. He has a calming influence at times. He generates trust easily. You always know where he stands on things. At times he can be conservative. He has a traditional approach to things. He may be funny at times. And he is not quick to change his mind. He's very determined. And with this placement, he's very artistic. Next up is his Venus in Taurus. With this placement, he is very rational and predictable when it comes to their love life, and he loves to favor comfort over chaos. So he likes to make sure that everything is comfortable for him and that there's stability in his love life. He does not like chaos. At times, he can be very nurturing, very predictable, very loyal, very resourceful, and very artistic with this placement in Venus. Also, he may need dependability and predictability in a relationship. At times, he can be quite possessive of his partner. He is loyal and a constant devotion. He does not like change, and he wants a partner who he can depend on and be comfortable around. Next up is his Mars in Taurus. With this placement, he is very patient, he's very determined, and he's enduring when it comes to building stability. So at times with this placement in Mars, which is ruled by Aries, at times some people may be impulsive, they may do things that makes them want to just do things all at once. However, with this placement, he's able to use patience and determination to make sure he accomplishes every last one of his goals. And he loves to be endearing. When it comes to building stability, he wants to make sure that anything that he builds will last a lifetime, not only when he's alive, but when his children are alive and his great-great-grandchildren can benefit from what he has accomplished in his lifetime. So that's something that is great with his placement. Next up is his Jupiter in Gemini. With this placement, he will attract his good fortune through the development of his knowledge. So he is the type of person that is cheerful and optimistic. And with these attributes, he'll be able to grow his fortune. With those attributes, as well as developing his knowledge, because Gemini is a sign that loves to learn about new things. And they're the sign that loves to increase their knowledge on any topic that they come across. And with these attributes and with these traits and with these tools that they're given by the universe, they're able to use those traits and gifts and talents to be able to attract great fortune for them. And that's something that is good and something that Kanye West has used throughout the years that has benefited him. Next up is his Saturn in Leo. With this placement, he may be a good-natured person with a great sense of humor and who thinks twice before taking chances on a situation. So with this placement, he may have a good sense of humor. However, also with this placement, he may have disappointments in love and emotional obstacles to overcome. And those are the obstacles that come with Saturn and Leo. However, his strengths would be being very likable and having a presence that is wonderful. A lot of people do love Kanye. Regardless of what he does in the public, a lot of people will always stand by him. So that is something that comes from his Saturn in Leo, and that's something that he uses to his benefit a lot. Next up is his Uranus in Scorpio. And with this placement, he tends to be a rebel, and he likes to go against the grain to come up with new ideas and insightful ideas. And this is something that Kanye does a lot. He does go against the status quo, or he does go against the grain that society lays for everyone. He does things that people aren't traditionally supposed to do, or if you're in the music industry or if you're in the public light, you probably shouldn't do for your image or for your brand. However, he does do it regardless, and he doesn't really care. He's going to make sure that he's going to do what he wants to do, and he is always bringing up insightful ideas. He's doing things that no one has ever done in his lifetime. So he really does live up to this placement in Uranus and Scorpio. Next up is his Neptune in Sagittarius. With this placement, he thrives on a variety of exciting, uplifting experiences, and he loves to learn new things. This is pretty common with a Sagittarius placement in any section of your chart, and especially in the Neptune placement. So he loves to do things that are exciting. He loves to do things that are different. If you look at his life, you do see him doing church services in a more modern way than people would want church services to be done. He loves to do things that are exciting and uplifting. He loves to learn new things as well, because that's another thing with Sagittarius. They love to learn new things, and he just loves having fun. And that's something that is great, because regardless of who you are in life or where you are in life, you should always want to have fun. So this is a great placement for anyone to have. Next up is his Pluto in Libra. With this placement, it means that he was born between the years of 1972 and 1984. So he is a part of the Generation Y. With this placement, he is known to know all what's going on with the social and worldly issues behind the scenes. And if you do listen to a lot of Kanye's what people would call rants, you do hear him say a lot of things that talk about what's going on in this world, what's going on behind the scenes. So he does really know that placement very well, and he lives up to that. He loves harmony, symmetry, agreement, and pleasantness, because this is the theme of Generation Y, and he loves to find a common ground and cooperation. So this explains his placement in Libra. Next up is his North Node in Libra. With this placement, he will need to develop these attributes in order for him to uncover his hidden gifts and talents. He would need cooperation, diplomacy and tact, increasing awareness of others' needs, selflessness, giving support without expecting anything in return, creating win-win situations, sharing, seeing things through other people's eyes, communicating self-identity, and learning to listen to those around him, putting his relationship or energy into building relationships that last, identify with the diplomat within, create beauty and harmony in his environment, learning to connect and share with others, beginning to compromise for his own happiness and fulfillment. And when he develops these things, he'll be able to find everything that he wants in life. Next up is his Chiron in Taurus, and with this placement, he has the wound of deep insecurity rooted in the body, fear of the loss of safety and security. He may find it hard to trust in a life of abundance. He loves to hold on to possessions or people. He has the tendency to devalue himself in life in general. He may at times like to avoid risk, and he may be cautious with his money and materials. So with this placement, I do see him being very clingy to people or possessions. That's something that is very common with him if you look at a lot of his life. And he also does have the tendency to have a fear of loss of safety and security. So being able to heal these wounds will really bring the best out of him. His ascendant/rising in Cancer, and with this placement, he may have a familiar aura about him. He's very sensitive to his surroundings. He may seem shy when meeting strangers, typically caring and sweet. He may be withdrawn and can be moody, insecure, or sensitive. He may need for structure and security. He may not normally do casual relationships. He is a good listener and enjoys conversations. He enjoys comfort and possibly collecting, and at times he may be insecure. And the part where it said that he may be shy when meeting strangers, a lot of people have said when Kanye has met people, he seems very shy and very reserved to himself, other than his persona. So in that point, he really does represent his Cancer rising in the best way with that point. Lastly would be his midheaven in Aries, and the three top midheavens are Aries, Capricorn, and Leo. So with this placement, he's the type of person that becomes alive when he's thrown into the spotlight. He really likes the spotlight and he values it. And this is something that is common, especially with someone with a fire placement in midheaven. He may love to have self-employment, and you do see that his career is basically self-employed. He makes his own music and he does have his own clothing line. He does things on his own. He really loves to do that. And he loves to be in control of all things because he wants to make sure that his interests are put first. He thrives in the careers that call for creative solutions in order to ease his impulse, and that is something that has been accomplished through him in music. That's all I have for you lovelies today in regards to Kanye West's natal chart. I hope that you guys learned something new from it. Please let me know, did you learn anything new about Kanye or anything, or did I miss anything on this? Please hit that subscribe button and that notification bell so you know when I upload videos on the daily. Also share this video with all your friends or anyone you know. Comment down below, and also if you have not yet followed me on all of my other social media accounts, then this is also your opportunity to do so, because if I don't upload here, then I am uploading on my other social media accounts. And while you're at it, you can purchase from my Etsy store, Gael Beauty. Thank you guys so much for supporting me. I love you guys all from the bottom of my heart. Please stay safe and healthy. Know that you are blessed and that you deserve nothing but the best. Just put your heart into anything you love. Bye, lovely. See you guys next time.